Well, hello and welcome back in, everybody. This is episode 7, season 4 of Feeding the Next Gen Roleplay. Now, I got some great news for some of y'all out there. Y'all will probably like it, and there's also some sad news behind that too. I am changing my work schedule from night shift to day shift, which is pretty nice. A lot of people don't like working that night shift, but there's a huge issue that's going to impact this channel and my other channel, and that is while working night shift, I had a lot of time during the day to work on my channel. Now that I'm going to be on day shift, I will not have much time at all to work on my channel. So what that means is I'm going to cut back how many releases I do each week. I did put a community post out there about it. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to keep up daily whenever I made that post or not, and I'm kind of deciding I'm not going to be able to. We'll see if that changes over time as I transition back to day shift and see how much available time I have. But also what that means is I'm not going to be releasing these 10-minute videos anymore, at least, well, let me back up a little bit there. I'm not going to be releasing them in the future, I guess. But first, let's go ahead and sell this real quick. There's something I want to do. I got this one unrealistic, right? What? Hold on. Let me customize that. That ain't right. That does say it's an unrealistic one. So I was looking for the unrealistic one because there was an update to this stuff. Oh, there it is. I forgot to change capacity. Also, there's something cool here. There's additional tools. I could put a roller on there. Absolutely doing that. I almost sold that off. So glad I didn't. Let's customize that. Anyways, back to the channel update. I'm going to make these longer. Now, some of my videos I've already have recorded for right around 10-ish minutes. And they're going to come out, but what's going to happen is this series here is going to come out once a week, every Wednesday, and my 0 to 100 million on No Man's Land will be every Monday and Friday. Now, as far as how long I'm going to make them, I'm going to try to make them right around 20 minutes, maybe even longer than that. Yes, I'm putting more time into these, but ultimately it should still allow me to do that. Let's go ahead and buy a bunch of liquid fertilizer here. Holy cow, that is expensive. Did not see that coming, but we're going to buy a bunch of seed also. Ooh, okay, we out of money. That may have been a bad idea. Oh, down to $146. Maybe you wonder why I'm getting this stuff out, why we're doing this right here. We are actually about to plant the worst crop ever. Well, in my opinion, it's kind of the worst crop. Let me know down in the comments what you think the worst crop is in this game. Now, the reason I say it's the worst crop is because it's probably the most popular crop. It is wheat. I mean, I don't know if that's actually the worst crop. Let's see here. Now that I think about it more, oilseed radish. That's got to be the worst crop, right? Either way, I'm going to call wheat the worst crop. I don't ever want to plant wheat again because I know barley gives me better yield for my chickens. But right now, the only thing we can plant is wheat. So we're going to go plant a whole field full of wheat because that huge chicken coop we have is going to eat through all the food we have. I see that being a huge issue. This was not my plan to plant wheat in here. I was hoping to go for like some sunflowers or something, but plans change, just like my work schedule changed there too. Hopefully I can figure out how to get this video over 20 minutes. I'm going to shoot for right above 20. And this is kind of a bummer because I do not have enough money to hire a worker. So it looks like I get to do this myself. Let's see here. I feel like I'm missing something or forgetting a stage. What am I looking for? I'm going through the crops down there. What does wheat look like? Okay, I think I passed it. I did. Right. Nope, no, come on. Right there. I need to lay down some lime, I think. Let's see here. Our lime's pretty good. I'm going to leave it the way it is. I'm not going to worry about applying lime. At least I don't think I am. Maybe I got to apply the lime later. I'm not sure. This thing right here is absolutely amazing. Besides the fact that it holds 100,000 liters now, well, that's distributed between the fertilizer and the seed. It also has these options that you can attach things to them. I believe one of them is a mulch roller and a mulcher, and one of them's just a roller. Weed growing. Would a mulcher get rid of that? Hold up. Oh man, I ain't got enough money. Turn that off for a second. Maybe that's what that mulch roller option was, and I need some money. Let's sell some stuff off real quick. Wow, I did not realize soybean straw had that much value to it. $237,000 right there. That is ridiculous. I mean, it is a lot of straw. I'm really considering selling it off too. Our starch ended up filling up over here in this production, which is something that will happen quite a bit. So I need to come over here, empty it out, put it in storage, but I might just go ahead and sell it straight off. Starch is used for quite a bit of these products, but it's also made while making premium potatoes, so I ain't got much to worry about there. It makes more than it uses, let's put it that way. But we do have 10,000 liters here. Let's go ahead and get this sold off, see if that puts us up over the $1,000. I'm not 100% sure. It should, it might. We're just going to take it right over here to this farmer's market building I got set up over here. There we go, $18,632. Yeah, I guess that did give us enough money. I was not expecting that. We're going to come in here and customize an additional tool. We're going to do a mulcher and roller. The thing is, I've never done much with a mulcher. I really haven't. So I'm not sure if that does take the weeds out or not. I think it does. $2,000 to do that. I thought I only needed 1,000, but I guess I need more. Let's go ahead and fire that up. Get it going. Let's see if that whole weed state does remove. Run around, run around, run around. Nope. Looks like weeds are growing, glowing. Did I say glowing? Let's just say growing. Needs rolling. What are you talking about? Needs rolling. Let me go a little bit further down. I don't know what the mulcher does. Looks like it doesn't do anything there, but we'll go ahead and keep it. Why not? Get a little mulch on there, I think. That does give you a little bonus. At least I think it does. I'm actually pretty glad I sold off all that starch there because we're going to need some more seed. Now, 13,000 liters of seed, that seems like quite a bit, but this field is huge, and $16,000 is not going to buy me that much seed either. At least I don't think it will. We'll see. Maybe that is enough. Maybe I'm just over worrying and overthinking it. It took me a little while to realize it, but I just realized I have enough money to hire a worker. I don't know why I didn't think about that. I just don't have any other jobs to do. At least I don't think I do. I'll just continue doing this myself, and gonna take a minute, but we'll see how long it takes. Finishing up the second headland now, and surprisingly, we got a little over 7,000 liters of seed left, and I do keep missing little bits and pieces here and there. I also did notice there's some rocks and stones left in the field here and there also. I don't know why it's using seeds right now. It really shouldn't be. I guess this mod doesn't work very good with precision farming. Maybe that's what it is, because with precision farming, it shouldn't be replacing the seeds in there. Oh well. 2 headlands done. Let's go ahead and do some up downs. I think it's going along pretty good here. I'm down to 1,300 liters of seed. Let's go ahead and get some more before I start heading back down the other direction on the field, because I do not have any multi-fruit buying station in there. I did mention at one point and joked about it, I guess, about putting one on each end of the field, each up, down end, each side end, just everywhere. But I don't think I'm going to do that. Of course, I'm going to spend all the money we have filling this up with seeds. Oh, no. Gosh, why did that fill up with fertilizer? No. I'm not over the fertilizer tank. Well, they better not confuse it this time, because it's directly over that hole for the seeds. But I don't have enough money for it. I guess we'll buy what we can. Hey, looky there, out of money. Time to sell some more stuff off. That was a huge mistake. I was looking in that shed right there, see what all we had the most of, but then I looked over here and saw there's some canola oil. I believe this should be canola oil. We're going to go ahead and get it loaded up, get it sold. 5,000 liters of it. Sure, it's not best sell time. Nothing really is at best sell time right now except for the eggs, and we definitely made some good money off of that previously. I don't know if it sells here or not, but I'm gonna give it a try. Hey, there it goes. I didn't even check for the best sell price either. $29,701 from that. I really should have checked for the best sell price, but oh well. Of course, I'm gonna spend all that money on seeds. All those seeds right there cost $29,611, put us at a negative $26 in the bank. On the plus side, it gave us 16,000 liters of seeds, and I think that's gonna be enough. Oh, I really wish I had that recording. Apparently, there's a good sized dip right here, and my tractor just ramped that. We'll go ahead and soften this up, I think. It should raise and lower and just kind of make it all look normal-ish. Doesn't look like it's doing anything, honestly. All done planting this field with almost 7,000 liters of seeds left over. That's pretty nice. Now, I could have took the cheap route as far as seeds go, and hey, looks like I'm out of the negative. I rolled over to the next tower. I guess I have some stuff on automatic selling. It's not much, if I remember correctly. Now, there may be one issue. You may notice a couple lines here and there. I see a few line streaks there. There's even one right over here, and of course, my tire tracks. That doesn't matter. We'll take a look into the map here, because somebody did tell me that roller option might be a little spotty, and that might be what I'm seeing. That's interesting. Okay, so I guess it didn't mulch at all. That's what that purple is. This is the first time I'm really ever mulching. And then the blue is obviously the spots that need rolling. That's very interesting. Might have something to do with how fast I was going. I was going really fast. I mean, upwards to that 42 miles an hour. Maybe next time slow down, but I honestly don't care too much about those little spots getting missed here and there. I think the next thing up is to go ahead and get this wash put away for the winter and see if there's anything I need to stop at during the winter months. I don't think there really is. I'm going to check each month, take care of the animals, stuff like that. And it's looking like we might be coming back around planting time next year, and hopefully I got enough money to buy some seeds. Well, I'll be buying potatoes at that point, so they'll be a little bit cheaper. See, this is what I get for not going to wash it. For some reason, I automatically turned into here saying, hey, I'll just go put it up. And they were like, no, you're not doing that. You need to go wash it. So let's try to get this flipped over just like this. Come on, come on. I mean, it's almost there. Got it. Let's go ahead and get this washed, because I feel like that might have been a little bit of karma there saying, hey, you need to wash it. I keep thinking I may need a front weight for this tractor. Let's go ahead and grab the one I got. It's just been sitting over here for a while. It was put away in a shed right here, and okay, it made that corner kind of. I mean, I did hit the silo, but no damage to the buildings. It's all good. While planting and doing other field work with this tractor, I've been noticing the front ends or the back end kind of lifting off the ground, and I don't know, having a hard time with some of the corners. Maybe a weight will help with that. I really don't know what I'm doing half time. Before I go ahead and skip through the months, I'm going to bring this global goods transport pallet over here to the chicken coop, our new one. Now I can see where the eggs are starting to spawn in, so I have an understanding of where to put this now. Right there. That should work out great. The pallet should come in right there and load into this bag. I think I'm good. Let's go ahead and sleep through the month. Looks like I am not profiting each month. That's kind of an issue. We are down to negative $7,000. Quite a bit of animal upkeep cost in there. Really interested in looking at that. How many chickens do we have now? Looks like we got some baby chicks in here. That's pretty nice. I did previously previously mentioned that I'm going to start selling those off manually and taking them over. I know I'm not going to get much money from them, but a little bit's better than nothing, I think. Let's get some sun in here, get some sun, crank that speed up. There we go, that's good enough. I don't think the sun's coming out to play. Looking at our best sell items, canola oil's up there. We'll go ahead and sell off what we got left. I guess I really should just wait a month. It says it's max month right now, but it doesn't actually look like max month according to this value here. And then we have ketchup saying max month, and once again, it's not looking like max month. Oh well. We're going to sell it to ketchup, we're going to sell it to canola oil, make a little bit of money. Ketchup goes to the pizzeria, canola oil goes over to the diner. I think I might be able to figure this out. I think I might know where the diner is. I haven't looked at the map yet, but I believe the diner is where I kept selling off all those wood chips, because that was always just weird. Why would the diner need so much wood chips and pay the best for wood chips? That was something I didn't understand, but I think it's right back here behind this building off to the left here. We're gonna drive over here. There's the sell point right there. Let's see if it all sells off here. Looks like it's going. Don't know if this is a diner or not. I'll check the map in a second. That did give us $11,524. Brought us out of the negative. We're up to $4,600 now. And I'm interested. Let's see here. Did I actually go to the diner? Yes, I did. Diner restaurant. There we go. Let's head over to the ketchup factory, grab all the ketchup pallets we have, and I'm sure some spawned out, and get those sold too. Wait a second. Was the ketchup supposed to go to the diner? Did I do that wrong? No. Canola oil to the diner. Okay, we're good there. What am I looking for? Ketchup to the pizzeria. That's where we got to take that. And I definitely don't know where the pizzeria is. What the heck is that? I'm sorry. I had to stop for a second. Since when was there a house out here? This is not right, is it? Huh. I don't ever remember seeing a house out here. Maybe since the leaves are all cleared off, I can actually see in here better. That's interesting. That might be a little concerning. Looks like the ketchup is not spawning out. Maybe I ended up getting full with ketchup. That's one thing I always try to do with these specialized pallets. If I can't distribute them over, I want them to be coming out automatically to the spawn point. Looks like we actually ran out of tomatoes, or we're out of tomatoes right now. What is going on here? I guess the greenhouse just ain't keeping up with it. And this is set on storing. Let's go ahead and change that out to spawning. We're going to grab those pallets, get them sold. We got 3,000 liters of ketchup. I found the pizzeria. It's pretty close to the diner restaurant. I'm going to start calling it diner restaurant. I mean, what's the difference? But for one, I don't ever say diner. I usually just say, hey, let's go to the restaurant. Even though the restaurant I'm going to is like a diner, I still say restaurant. I don't even know what the difference is now that I think about it. Over here on the left is the diner restaurant, and then straight ahead over here is the pizzeria. I guess it's this one right here with the fancy looking logo thing. Icon, I guess, not logo. All that sold off for $16,911. And of course, I'm just going to drive straight through this grass. Hopefully I can make a left up here on the next street over. I believe that's all we got to sell off. I'm going to check that real quick before we get through the months. Here's what I'm thinking. I want to try some. Don't know if it's going to work. Don't know what will happen to the animals. It can definitely be considered a little inhumane, I guess, because they're not going to get food. I got these male baby chicks in this chicken coop over here, but I don't want them eating my food. Let's go ahead and check them out into the trailer and just leave them in the trailer. Give me the controls. Give me the controls. I'm not seeing it. Come on. There we go. Finally got it right there. And I'm going to take all the males and hit that back button, 237, move to trailer, and they're just going to sit there throughout the month. They're useless in this game. I'm going to wait till I get it completely full to 832. We need to sell off quite a bit this upcoming year. Or right now we can sell them off as part of the contract requirements. Whenever I refer to the contract requirement years, that's August to August. I just can't let that ketchup not run at full capacity. Let's go ahead and put in a greenhouse. This is the Dragon's Den production extension mod. This is the large greenhouse, and I usually don't ever use anything smaller than their extra large one. Hopefully it comes out pretty fast. I'm not too sure. Just gonna place it in right there. Maybe even put a few more greenhouses over here eventually. I do have enough money to put one more, but I'm not gonna worry about that right now. This greenhouse over here will only make tomatoes. It needs water and it needs compost / manure. Now manure goes in here. I believe it said something in the menu. Let's see what it says. It says right here operates with water or water and compost or manure. For a higher yield, it converts 3 manure into 1 compost. I don't know if there's a factory out there where I can make compost for a better deal than that, and I obviously don't have any manure. So why am I turning that on? Because we're going to go ahead and buy some manure. Go ahead and stop it there, about 60,000 liters almost for $4,397. Yeah, manure is pretty cheap. I like that. Now, I don't know if all this will fit in this greenhouse, but I could just leave it sitting here. This is the same semi that was hooked up to those chickens. I guess that trailer of chickens is just going to sit there also. I mean, they don't need food, at least I don't think they do. Looks like that greenhouse did not take all that manure with 11,000 liters left over. We are now in the month of January, bright and early, 8 a.m. I believe I got some good stuff I can sell off here. Speaking of that, I'm gonna need this large trailer over here. I guess I don't really need this one, and I probably shouldn't use this one because I'm about to put some food product in here. Right now is best sell time for a few things. We got potatoes, wood chips, tomatoes. Well, we can't get rid of those. Oh man, speaking of that, why do I have tomatoes here? I'm thinking I forgot to set that new greenhouse up on distribute. Before I forget, let's jump over here. Yep, looks like it's storing. At least we know it makes almost 7,000 liters a month now. Set that on distributing. That's a little better. Back to this list. Also got starch up there, and it says soybean straws at best sell time, but it's also not past the max value. I might sell off some of that. Not really too worried about that. I am looking more into selling off potatoes. I do have quite a bit of potatoes, and I don't go through very much of them, and this whole series is around potatoes and chickens. Let's go ahead and sell those potatoes off. Did leave some soybeans over here because these soybeans is making, I believe, vegetable fat, I think? Yes, vegetable fat. There we go. All good. We'll get these soybeans dumped off into our silo, grab some potatoes, fill this up with potatoes, this production we're leaving right now, then take the leftovers to the market to be sold off. Looks like some more chickens did come in. Let's go ahead and take a look at those also. We still have those 237 in here that are males, and it's showing them to be 100% health still. That's absolutely amazing. I wonder if they grow up there also. I don't know. That would be pretty cool. Maybe a little trick there. Just have a bunch of trailers to raise your animals without feeding them. Oh, I guess they do grow up because they are now 1 month old. These ones I'm about to move over are 0 months old, and whenever I did move them over, originally they were 0 months old. Got 159 males. We will move those to the trailer and just let them grow up there. Wow, I cannot believe this is still going. Man. Okay, it's almost done. Jeez, that is going for a while there. I actually had an issue with my hard drive. It got disconnected, so I had to do some stuff with my recording, and the game kept running, and that kept running, so that's actually kind of surprising. That thing probably took almost 5 minutes to fill up. Maybe I'm over-exaggerating there. Seems like it took a while, though. Oh, man, this is kind of heavy. It's starting to slide around a little bit there. Maybe it's not too heavy. Maybe it's just the snow making me slide. We're going to go ahead and dump off this. Now, previously, I did save some potatoes. I'm not going to worry about saving them now. I'm just going to go ahead and dump what I have in here because I go through them so slow, and then the leftovers will be sold off. I'm kind of worried the best sell price is the train. I wasn't paying attention earlier, but I'll see that here in a second. Oh, they're not on here anymore because I took them out. Darn. Let's go here through this menu. Go to potatoes. Looks like best sell price is the farmer wholesale. Hey, nope. Wait. Yep. 637. Yep, that is the best sell price. That's nice. That's just right next door. We're going to go ahead and take these over there now. This production back here does hold 200,000 liters of potatoes. I just don't think we're ever going to have to worry about running out. We're going to have a harvest coming up sometime soon before we even run out of those. I say sometime soon, but we'll see how soon is. Come on, taking forever to get flipped over. There it goes, starting to dump out. Good thing is it empties out a lot faster than it does fill up. I like that part. Ooh, that is a lot of money just watching that go up in that top right there. That is so much money. It's going to help us get to planting time and even to harvest time. That ended up being $606,591 in sold product. That is crazy. Now, with this being longer episodes, I'm kind of trying to decide how I'm going to do this because previously I was doing these in seasons, and I was making sure I was stopping at the end of my harvest in August after I met my requirements and stuff. Or if I didn't meet my requirements, I'd still make sure I stopped season in August. I don't know how I'm going to do that with making these longer because I'm obviously going to have to pack a lot more into here, and I'm thinking about it more like, hey, I might end up making it all the way to harvest time this episode and just finish out the season. So the whole seasons thing may be ending. I may be mentioning the seasons thing, but I'll probably take away the playlist for each season. I've been thinking about doing that for a while anyways. It's just going to be one big playlist with everything. I think that's a great idea. Not sure why I parked that trailer back because wood chips are up there on the sell price, but I'm not going to worry about them. I think we'll be fine without them. 40,000 liters, $66,000 over in Sedalia. For one, we can't do that. It's kind of weird. Usually the best sell price is the diner restaurant. I was just talking about that, and we'll leave it. I just noticed I have a vehicle leasing cost. I'm not sure what that is. I thought I had everything purchased. Oh no, got an animal transport. I did lease that because I was scared it wouldn't work. It does work. Let's go ahead and purchase that, I guess, for $76,000. We have the money to blow, right? And then the auger wagon, I had to get that to empty into the chicken coop the food, and that's the thing. It works just fine on my No Man's Land series. I don't need this auger wagon, but we'll purchase that anyways. Now, if y'all don't remember, I did have to empty the food in here from a height. So what that means is I had to drop it in kind of like that. And that's where that auger wagon came in play. But on my No Man's Land series, I backed up that same Titan trailer over here. I believe I was using the Titan trailer last time. Maybe I wasn't. Maybe it's the trailer that had the issue. Either way, I backed up a Titan trailer over here and it just emptied in. No issue with having to use an auger. Looks like we got some more chickens chicks here. Male chick, 215 of them. Let's get those out of that pen because they do not deserve all my food. We are now up to 611 chickens in here. We do need to sell off 2,000 of them this year. I'm pretty sure we're going to hit that. If not from males, we'll definitely hit it from the other ones. Looking in here, they are growing up still good. I mean, we got 2-month-old ones here, 1-month-old ones here, and 0-month-old ones here, all with 100% health. Looks like we got nothing in here worth selling off. Lettuce, tomatoes, strawberries. I mean, those sell off automatically in the tomatoes we use, so those definitely don't sell off. And then peppers, those are used in productions. That's why we only have 2 liters. Actually, I don't know why we only have 2 liters. I feel like we should have more than that. Vegetable fats up there, used in a production, not touching that. Starch is up there. Once again, used in a production, not touching that. Let's go ahead and sleep through the month. I think we're good. We are now in the month of March, and it is planting time for potatoes. But there's one thing I do not like about planting in March. That is the ground is frozen. I don't know if it's going to break my planter. It might, but as we know, the planters do not, or I don't know if the planters make a difference. But as I know, the plows damaged completely still work perfectly fine. Maybe a planter does too. Either way, I'm not going to chance it. Let's go ahead and sleep to the next month because we could plant there too. We'll take a quick look here. March and April is planting seasons for potatoes. Oh, hey man, I just remembered got wheat over there. I'm gonna go check on that wheat field, see how that thing's growing in. Ooh, I forgot all about these weeds. We need to go ahead and take care of that now while it's still required tires are all tires and tracks, because I don't think I have anything with narrow tires, and if it allows me to drive on it right now, let's do it. I do have this fertilizer sprayer here. I don't know if it will take herbicide or not. Let's go ahead and put it into a customization maybe. See if it gives me any options here. Not seeing it. Weed spot spraying. Hey, I guess that means it does do herbicide. Let's go ahead and buy that though. Definitely need that. That's going to save a lot on herbicide. And of course, I'm sure it's very full with liquid fertilizer. Yeah, 11,000 liters. That's not too big of a deal. I think we can dump that off somewhere. Ooh, I was really worried this would not empty out into the silo. I remembered a lot of stuff like this does not actually empty out into silos or anything. You got to kind of check them out into either big bags or tanks or something like that. I pulled over this thing and said I hit I to start overloading or unloading or something like that, and I was just so happy. I didn't think it would work because I really didn't want to have to deal with all those pallets on the ground. We're just gonna go ahead and fill this all the way up. 15,000 liters herbicide for $40,500. Now I don't think I'm gonna need to take this herbicide out of here or even put fertilizer back in here because our cedar planter does the fertilizing for us now. I think the only time I can see myself needing to put liquid fertilizer back in here is if we do some sort of contract, and I don't think we're gonna be needing to do any sort of contracts anytime soon with all these products we have to sell off. Got the worker off and going here, completely destroying these weeds, and of course that spot spraying is absolutely amazing because it's not wasting all this herbicide. While that worker's off and going, I got a few odd ends and jobs to do, such as take care of the productions, and I might even go ahead and just get into planting the fields. I don't know. I say I don't want to mess up my planter, but I don't think it'll really make too big of a difference, and I actually did not mean to load that up there. my bad. I guess I'll go put that in storage somewhere. Of course, we got some more male chickens we got to take care of, 168 of them. Let's move them over to the trailer now. Getting closer to that full capacity. Now, this did what I was hoping it would do. I was hoping it would actually change them from the chicks to the full-grown rooster, and it did. I mean, it's kind of cheaty, but I guess really amazing. They just stay at 100% health, and they continue to age and grow. With them being $1, that might be a little weird, because I thought whenever they became full-grown adult chickens, I thought they cost or were $4, because we can look over here where it says $4, but I can also look over here and see where it says $2. Oh well. I finally ran out of manure in this trailer here. Let's go ahead and top it off with some more. Now, I say top it off, we're definitely not going to top this off. I believe it holds 1 million liters. That's not going to happen. I guess it could happen, and it really wouldn't cost much, and I have no other use for this trailer, really. It's actually sounding like a good idea, but now I'm not going to do that. That's just too much. We'll go ahead and stop right there, almost 57,000 liters for $4,230. Worker is still taking care of those weeds, but you may notice the time is quite a bit later into the day or month, and that is because I was fast forwarding it, trying to get that frozen state to disappear, but it's still saying the ground is frozen. But I did notice something else I want to try. So let's take this rock collector somewhere, and we're going to go right over here to this field. I don't know if this will work. This is not my land, but I do have mods that allow me to mow anywhere. I wonder if it'll allow me to pick up rocks anywhere, and that is a no, you don't have access to this land. Darn. Maybe if I accept a contract on this land, I could do this. I really just want the rocks, cause I get a bunch of lime from the rocks. Finally, this worker worker is all done. Yes, I just let the worker do it because I don't know, really no excuse as far as this game goes, but I was just answering and replying to comments from actually this series. That's pretty cool. Someone did say the straw would be very, very profitable in a comment I just read less than 5 minutes ago for $250,000. Yes, it will. I just noticed in this episode, and that was my reply saying I just now noticed it. I didn't realize how much money that straw was worth whenever I first got it or put it into storage and went to that menu. We still have tons and tons of herbicide left, 98%. That actually comes out to 14,711 liters. Let's just go ahead and get this washed and put away. We'll keep the herbicide in there, and this will probably only be used for herbicide like I mentioned earlier. Looks like if I have the big doors open, the small door gets blocked. I guess that kind of makes sense. Let's see if I can go ahead and get this backed in here through this large door at an angle. Y'all don't remember, it was off to the side here through that little door. Well, not the little walk-through door. This door right there. And looks like this is actually working pretty good. Hey, maybe I'm a really good driver. Highly doubt that one. I just realized I made a huge mistake. Oh man, I really should have planted whenever the ground was frozen. Let's go look at it now. We're in April. The ground's perfectly dry. It says right there in the bottom right. I think I'm just gonna get rid of that mod. It's causing so much pains. A rain pain mod. Let's look at the mistake I made, I guess, because this is going to affect our contract. Right here, potatoes. If I plant in April, that means I harvest in September. Our deadline for harvesting potatoes for our contract in general is August. But there is a lenience period after that, all the way up till December. Then I'll be getting hit with the fines. So I'm not too worried about it. It just kind of made me think of that. I like to have the contract done on time, which is August. And the contract requirements is harvest 1 million liters, sell 2,000 chickens, and pay $100,000 to the loan. That is something new I'm adding because the loan's not going down any and I'm not paying anything to it. It looks like our fields are ready to plant. Let's go over here super fast, grab our tractor. Looks like I left one of the doors open. Nope, can't open that one. I can open this one though. And we'll just go ahead and open up this big one right here. Grab our Case IH Magnum 400 Power Drive Twin Turbo 3. Now here's the thing. I did mention I'm going to try to keep these recordings on the longer side. This one should be pretty long. I won't know until I actually edit it. Now I do have one recording of this episode that was 24 minutes long, the recording was, and this one right now we're over 15 minutes. My idea is I'm going to try to get right around 45 minutes of recording, right around 45 minutes, edit that and hope that kind of finishes up around the 20-minute range. Now the stuff I do cut out is little mistakes here and there, like I may cough. My kids are definitely coughing in the background. I'll cut that stuff out. They are here now on spring break. So quite a bit of things to consider there, and I am going to fill this up with potatoes. I do know it's a lot cheaper than seeds. I'm not doing it because it's a lot cheaper than seeds. I'm doing it because we're about to plant potatoes. And of course, anything extra I'm going to turn into a seed. That might be a little cheating. Ooh, look at that, $26,000. Got 75,000 liters of seeds in here though now. Let's go ahead and change that over to potatoes. And you know what? Hey, let's go ahead and top off that fertilizer before we head out. There we go. That's now topped off. We're going to head over to our first field. Well, ain't exactly the first field. We're going to head over to AutoSim Cruise Field. And the thing is, what I was talking about with the whole length of recordings and everything like that. Whoa, man, almost flipped that over. Anyways, what I was talking about the whole length of recordings, I'm going to try to get it between 20 and 30 minutes. I won't know until it's finalized and done editing because of all the stuff I may have to cut out. And I do cut out all these little breaths here and there, these gaps in my talking, trying to keep it at fast pace. And I just realized I need to set up new courses because this is the first time I'm using this planter on these fields. Well, that is definitely something that's going to happen some other time.